And a Raider first down.
Yeah, I press pause. Yeah, hold on real quick. I'll do it. Yeah, I just did one. We good. You hear me? No problem, no problem. Nah, I'm from Cincinnati. Where you from? You sound like you from the South.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, word. Okay.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now it's Trubisky.
Oh,
and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
That's me.
Ball in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They go play action. Trubisky.
Hold the ball.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Trubisky to throw.
Got it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Hey, man, I'm doing it. I'm controlling it, man.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, he want to spread it out now.
But that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Who was that, Beckham?
Inside the 25. And all
I'm expecting that.
Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 79 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They try to roll on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Chico.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Guy's man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, that's all using, my dude.
I know we love our jobs.
That's user, my dude.
We're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what I can't miss was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Yeah, push that button, man.
The previous run, good for 9.
Push that button,
2nd
man.
and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back.
I should have let him keep running.
At the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision.
Oh, you don't want to do the hit stick now.
A little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up.
You don't want to do the hit stick now. All right.
Now Trubisky on first down.
Oh,
the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's
he was throwing. He was
Anytime
throwing.
the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky.
Wide open.
And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Eric Ebron, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
You ain't getting them long passes off again now.
Makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
You ain't getting another one. I played that all
wrong.
wrong.
A chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first.
Dig this turnover.
Run on first down. Akers, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Come on, Patty. Make them fumble.
Across the 30 to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third and short, they'll try and
he shouldn't have got that, man.
Firing quickly here,
That's a fucking lineman.
You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a
built like a lineman
in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8.
I shouldn't have had that.
Out of the backfield, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on third down. Lynn.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Way to get that shit.
Jonathan Abram picks it, and they take over. They'll set up
Way to get that shit, Johnny.
at the 46-yard line.
I told you it's going to be a turnover. Take this turnover. Now we about to capitalize, bro. We about to capitalize, bro.
Now a handoff.
Get that block. Run his ass over. That's beast mode.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
You see the name on his back?
Pick up there and also a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as block. Then you had a halfback, you had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run, and you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So they'll come up.
Your linebacker jumped, though. You want me to do it again? Ha ha!
Gonna give this time
Oh! Beast mode!
2 yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
We play to win. Let's go!
Yeah. Got to make them defensive adjustments.
And we remind you, coming up at the
That's
half,
how you feel?
who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress.
And he caught that shit.
Touchdown, Raiders.
That's a lineman, bro.
This is now for Mitchell Trubisky.
That's a lineman.
Look
at him.
Extend that advantage. He took the hit when he threw that ball. Maybe the O-line just thankful that that worked out for a touchdown.
Yeah, because, you know, their pride is don't let that guy get hit, no matter what, under any circumstances. But anytime it pays off in a touchdown, they'll figure out how to block a little bit better going forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the
That's me. Oh.
And for the third time
He
here,
passed it straight to him.
Intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Call that in the
So that's
six.
back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
I'm just saying, man, you know, this wreck, man. This straight wreck, bruh. You gonna get this work. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get this work.
Oh, try the right side here.
Stay up.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear
Oh, yeah, hold on. I got something for you.
It appeared to be a case of
I got something for you.
Get ball.
Flea flicker.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Humbaruski.
Trubisky will throw.
Oh, well, I'm going with it. I think I'm just run.
Flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run. They're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and takes the hit for good measure.
Oh, he was on his feet.
First down here
he was on his feet, Red.
At the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Lock in. Check nine.
Bye-bye. Let's see.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down.
Oh, he called it. How about to say?
Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
All right.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
That's part of the game, man. It happens to me all the time.
Now Trubisky to throw.
Toward the center
of the field, but it's incomplete.
You got to use her, bro.
The big tight end is intended target. 3rd down here.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now it's Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Matter of fact, I'm going to go for it.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it
I'm
with
gonna go for
13
it, bro.
seconds to play in half number 1.
I'm going to go for it.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
We taking wins home. Check 3, check 3. 18. Check the backer. Check 31, check 31.
On 4th down,
oh my God. Run his ass over.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd.
Oh, he dropped that bitch.
Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Oh, he's trying to ice me.
Defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
He's trying to ice me.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting
ice
3
me
points.
for the half.
from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Where you going? Give me that shit.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
Oh. And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
That was a good move.
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
That was a good move.
We often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
Nah, they won.
To start the second half too.
You got to score.
Something that they expect
you got to show me something.
And back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Oh, I'm sending them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards.
Man, I'm just making my adjustments, bruh.
When we see those runs to the
I'm just making my adjustments, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get scored on like, you know how I'm scoring on you know what I mean? Look at that. Who you throwing it to, bro?
Second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On third down, Lynn.
Oh, that should have been picked. They perfect.
Incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
Play smart, bruh.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Play smart, bruh.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen.
You already know what it is. You already know what it is.
Back to throw. Lynn.
He ain't getting it. Oh, where you going? You went the wrong way.
And he'll be taken down at the 26. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. From the gun, Lynn.
Oh!
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys get the football back. Yet another.
Down goes Cleveland.
I just had to double check my math, but it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator.
I'm gonna go that way.
Checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Down goes Cleveland.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, alert. Check 45.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Oh! Ain't let me get up in there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's see which way we're going.
And second and inches. Trubisky.
Go under.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back.
I should have cut it up in the middle.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him
beast
over
mode,
50
bro.
now, and this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Beast mode. Oh, got him.
And again this time to the tailback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to
see if he learns something.
on third down. A lot of people would love to
see if he
some
learns
action
something
here. I I say go with your best running play over your best block.
Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
He was ready for the run.
First down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. Trubisky now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
You better double over there.
Red zone now. Here's Trubisky on 1st down. To the right side.
That's a big boy.
And he is
That's a grown man.
Raiders. Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
That's a grown man.
And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Gotta get out that free safety, bruh.
23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Go ahead and go deep, bruh.
They're not even over 1
Oh, no. Take that ball away from him.
Where it's a
You don't want it?
league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air.
Go deep, bruh.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken
Give me
in
the
by
ball.
his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly
Spike
doesn't
is
run
here.
like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after
Oh,
the
they
catch.
made me miss the dive.
Seam, and he might go all the way.
That was cute.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there.
Damn, y'all getting hype and y'all getting y'all ass kicked, though.
And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
It's gonna be a long day.
Operating from the gun.
Oh.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Okay.
Following
Trying to
the
make it
touchdown,
respectable.
here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a handoff looking right.
He got blocked. Damn, he got the wrong block.
25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do?
Come on, he
stop
gonna run his ass
You're
over.
taking charge. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big
Keeping the
fellas up
clock
front in order to
rolling,
bring this one home.
dog.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky.
Oh, they perfect.
Incomplete, nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved
Now
one
we go
there,
for
but at
these.
least it does get them to 4th down. And sensing the
Go for
momentum,
these,
maybe
bruh.
changing
This
here a little
wreck,
bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field
This
quickly.
is
and their
wreck,
offense
bruh.
got them a touchdown last time they had the ball.
This
so they
only
should
make
get
you
another
better.
shot.
Yeah,
It only makes you better.
Pretty good on the scoreboard. They're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Oh, he tried to strip that.
Get
I
him
saw
down
that.
after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Oh, Got him jumping.
Now they try the right side here.
He's trying to strip him
down
for real.
at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Look what I found. I see y'all blocking up front.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now, backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake in the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Oh, he's supposed to catch that, T.O.
Misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, see, look, now I got to go for it.
The safeties have less ground to cover. You'd better be quick with your delivery.
I got to go for it.
Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
His throw caught.
He's fighting for them yards.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Hey, Alpha.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Give that man some touches.
And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Oh, why you got to hit my kicker, though?
There is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under.
Oh!
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They're out of the gun. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Lynn.
Oh!
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe
Beast mode.
it's being tested right here. And
Man.
whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
18.
Now a handoff looking right. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20.
He didn't get the stiff mode.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided.
Need another rushing touchdown.
We'll take it with them. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes
Let's go!
The game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Welcome to the
Extra point
NFL.
up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the
Good
final
game, bro.
action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.